Hello WPP stars, I'm Sebastian Frank from Restaurant Horváth in Berlin. I come from Austria near to Vienna and I want to welcome you here in our restaurant. This evening I prepare some dishes for you, and the next plate will be mushrooms with spicy onions and whipped cream. So, first of all, I'll start with... First of all, we roast the mushrooms. The mushrooms was vacuumed before with brown butter, and now we roast the mushrooms really hard, just from one side, so that they keep it raw on the top, and they're getting a smoky, grilled flavor from the other side. And we will still waiting. We will see in a few minutes that there is the mushroom water is it's getting here inside the mushroom, and when the water here it comes, yeah, when the mushroom is full of its own water, we're gonna prepare the mushroom on the plate. So this is what we did before, because it needs a few minutes. And so the second part of the plate is a traditional Austrian thing. Yeah? If you know, in Syria there's a traditional soup. It's called Stoßsuppe. Yeah? It's a sour cream, a soup made of sour cream, caraway seed, and vinegar. It's you have to know, in the past, the farmers in the past, when there is no fridge and the milk getting older, of course, they cook it together with the caraway seeds and the vinegar, so they can keep the milk as food for 2 or 3 weeks maybe, because they have no fridge. And this is a special taste of the special part Styria in Austria. It's a sour cream with caraway seeds and vinegar, so it's really sour. So, another traditional Austrian thing is the roasted onion. As you know, there are a lot of dishes in Austria that were prepared with it. Just when you have skiing in Austria, maybe you have Käsespätzle, and traditional on the top of Käsespätzle is roasted onions. It's very simple. You fry the onion rings. You make it together with flour, and then you fry it in the pan. So we do it the same way. We cut small cubes and fry it in the pan till this color, and then we refat the onions. Yeah, for 2 or 3 days we change it all the time and refat all the onions, and then we mix it, and then we refat it again and again till it gets like you can use it like a spice, like a salt. We taste it with paprika powder and salt. This is also you know, the food industry use this also for maybe when you buy some cottage cheese or anything like this, to spice it with roasted onions and paprika powder. This is not also, I want to say, this is not my idea. The food industry have the same idea as well, but for me the most important thing is that this is a really simple traditional Austrian thing, and it's really good flavor. Yeah, you have to know that the idea was you know the moment when you're sitting in front of the television and you have some chips, yeah, and you just want to eat a few chips, and then 2 minutes after you have eaten all the whole package, yeah, because you can't stop. And this was the thing I want to have on my plate, that you have a spice or any product, anything, you can't stop with eating, and this is like this. Yeah. So, then we come to the mushrooms. We have two parts of the mushroom. The first thing is we want to have the umami taste, yeah, because umami is also taste. Everybody knows it from soya sauce or parmesan. This is the natural taste of I want it more, yeah. And of course, mushrooms had a lot of natural glutamate inside, and we tried to concentrate it once in a mushroom puree, and we tasted with honey and brown butter. This is really hard roasted mushrooms until they're getting really dark, shortly before black, and then we mix it together with honey and brown butter and some lemon juice. Then we have the mushrooms. We roast the mushroom just from one side, in the pan, but for 30 or 40 minutes we roast it, and then we leave it for 1 or 2 hours on a warm place that it can reduce, that the mushroom can reduce. And to make a really spicy spot on a plate, to have the umami taste, we have this vegetable extract. We do it like this way. We roast different vegetables like carrots, Jerusalem artichoke, onions, and celery, and so on. We cut it in small cubes, and then we roast it in the oven by 130 degrees for 4 or 3 hours, that they get really black. And then we vacuum it for 24 hours in apple juice, and all the roasted flavor and all the concentrated sugar inside the vegetable moves to the apple juice. And then we have the taste from the roasted vegetable, and it's like natural vegetable soya sauce. It's really strong. We just spice it a little bit with honey, and then it's finished. You can also use it just in a small spot. You can't eat 1 or 2 spoons. That isn't possible. So then we have our mushrooms. I showed you before. We grill just from one side to get a smoky flavor. And now that the mushroom has filled with his own water. And at the end we have some raw parsley roots, and we have a marinade. Also, this is a different vegetable stock. I tell you the preparing of this. This is not the same. It looks like the same, but it isn't. This is a very strong reduced vegetable stock. But the vegetable we fry it shortly in a pan before, and then we braise it in the oven. And then after 2 or 3 or 4 hours, we remove the vegetable. Then we reduce the stock. And of course it looks the same, but it's a different taste. We spice the vegetable now with this, and together with lemon. It's just a little bit of a refreshing thing, and the vegetable is raw, so you have a bite.